How do you rate the conference so far here in Dubai?
It certainly does add value. It is always great to meet our brothers and sisters, to learn different cultures and to refresh long-standing friendships. It adds a huge amount of value to being a member of the TCM group.
I came to this conference to see how we can communicate with the rest of the world, with the colleagues from TCM and the rest of the organizations, to see if we can, help take this experience also with us back home, either in Bahrain and or in Qatar. We can help the banks and the organizations.
German economy is very robust, but that doesn't mean that the credit risks and creditors are different than anywhere else in the world. If you have a very robust, well-growing economy, you have more people taking on more risks, betting more on the future, on good hopes.
In TCM, we know that in Germany there is the Data Protection Act. It's the case of the European Union, but we know that Germany is very particular about it. So how does TCM overcome these kind of hinders?
Well, actually, I wouldn't really see it as a hinder. There is a European regulation, and that is for good reasons, because we need to, and that's also part of SECON and the mature debt collection agencies in general, part of their policy, to distinguish between those who are doing serious business. They don't want to get around data protection. They understand that data protection is important, because every single person has his rights, and we need to prevent that people are being forced to pay questionable debts, and that they are being hunted down by not serious practices. So therefore I believe data protection is a important topic, and we rather try to work with it and see it as a benefit, so that we have proper practices in place and can distinguish as a serious company from more questionable practices, which you also might find.
So tell us, what is the special difficulties that you face in the credit risk perspective in Ukraine?
The main difficulties that we meet when we go to negotiate with the debtors is the absence of the documents. But nevertheless, we are succeeding in communicating with them, and we try to negotiate with them in order to enforce them to pay the debts to foreign companies, in order to keep the good relations with their suppliers from other countries.
Well, the subprime has affected it quite a bit. Fortunately for Canada, we haven't got hit as hard. What actually hit us hard was the oil crisis, and people are starting to get laid off, and there's credit management problems. So it's companies like banks and credit unions have been asking us more and more to help them collect on their debts. We've actually helped collect for plenty of debts across the globe. We helped various countries return the money back to them. In fact, even UAE, where a lot of foreigners, Canadians, have fled the country with their credit card bills, and they tried to take the money from UAE. And we're very happy and proud to be able to collect it and then bring it back to the country where it belongs.
How do you enjoy it so far in Dubai? Is it enjoyable for you?
Oh, it's a great city. I love it. It's like a dream come true in real life. Imagination turned reality is what this place is.
So you would come back again next year?
Absolutely.
If you are bank or any other client, like in hospitality, in pharmaceutical, in any other industry, and you have defaulter all over the global, you don't need to bother yourself and to use your staff to search for debt collection agency here or there or in any country. What you have to do is only to allocate the case to Al Wadi. Al Wadi has its own network all over the global, so this is value.